أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم وصلى الله على من لا نبي بعده سيدنا ونبينا وحبيبنا ومولانا محمد صلى الله تعالى عليه وسلم وعلى آله وصحابه ومن اهتدى بهداه إلى يوم الدين. My dear brothers and sisters in Islam, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. Welcome to the House of Dua. Welcome to our new project. Our new project designed to help us gain happiness in life. My dear brothers and sisters in Islam, just as we are expected to be serious with worshiping Allah, so we are encouraged to find happiness for ourselves in life. I have a book here titled The Attainment of the Happiness, written by Sheikh Saleh al-Budayr, one of the Imams of the Prophet's Mosque in Medina to Munawwar. It has such a captivating title that I thought I should share it with you. It's a book of Tawheed. Do you really want happiness in life? You need to check out this book. My dear brothers and sisters in Islam, today at the House of Dua, we are introducing a program known as the Islamic Socials. It's going to be coming to you from the Nasheed corner of the House of Dua. We are encouraged to be serious with our deen, and we can find happiness for ourselves. There are many people in the society, when they want to be happy, they take the wrong steps. Either they look for music, or they look for alcohol, or they look for opposite sex, and so on. But in Islam, all that is prohibited. But then, we are still required to find happiness for ourselves. Our happiness comes from our worship of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and our honor to the Holy Prophet Muhammad sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa sallam. This is what we are trying to explore in this corner known as the Nasheed corner of the House of Dua, and I invite you to join us in doing it. Let us find happiness for ourselves. There are some people among us as Muslims who believe that a good Muslim must look dirty. He must have long beard. He must not keep himself clean. He must deny himself of the luxuries of life. In fact, he must be at the extreme. No, that's not the case. In the hadith narrated by Abu Hurairah radiallahu anhu and some others, the Prophet sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa sallam says categorically, no. Extremism is not allowed in Islam. Don't push yourself to the extreme. If you do so, you will not be able to cope with the requirements of the deen. Find time to worship. Find time to make yourself happy as well. So how do you make yourself happy in Islam? As I said, we find happiness in Islam through our worship of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and through our honor to the Holy Prophet Muhammad sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa sallam. There are some specific nasheeds or songs of praise and worship and honor that are dedicated to this. Unfortunately, we as Muslims have not highlighted this to mankind, so we need to be doing so. The famous one that comes to my mind so quickly is the welcome address to the Prophet sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa sallam when he stepped in Medina in the year 622 AD. He was welcomed by the people of Medina with great song, which today remain one of the most popular nasheeds in Islamic history. They were beating drums, they were singing, they were happy, they were completely overwhelmed by the presence in their soil of the most honored of Allah's creation, Muhammad sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa sallam. And they began to sing. Talaha badru alayna mitaniyatil wada'a wajaba shukuru alayna mada'a lillahi da. My dear brothers and sisters in Islam, the Prophet was ushered into Medina with that. Why is it that we don't hear most of that song in today's life? Why do we drop it to obscurity? It's not haram in Islam to entertain ourselves, to remind ourselves of the beautiful history of Islam. Let's try as much as possible to find happiness in ourselves. What I observe is that most of us only believe in going to the masjid, worshiping, come home, sleep, go again, and so on. Yes, that is the primary reason why we are here. But at the same time, Allah has created us to be happy beings. That's why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in Surah Yunus, which is chapter 10 of the Quran, Allah told the messenger to tell us, Ya Yuhannas, قد جاءتكم موعظة من ربكم وشفاء لما في الصدور وهدى ورحمة للمؤمنين قل بفضل الله وبرحمته وبذلك فليفرحوا هو خير مما يجمعون. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala told the Prophet to tell us, tell the entire mankind, Ya Muhammad, Al-Ma'izah has come to you all. An admonition, a true guidance has come to you all. A source of happiness has come to you all. In this guidance that has come to you, you will find shifa, remedy to your problem. You will find huda, guidance to your life. And you will find also rahama for your life. That is mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Therefore, because of this honor that Allah has done to you by sending you the Quran and sending down the beloved messenger Muhammad sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa sallam to explain it to you, for these two reasons alone, be happy, celebrate, enjoy. Allahu Akbar Kabir. Huwa khairun mimma yajma'un. That is better for you than all the acquisitions of this life that you are running after. My dear brothers and sisters in Islam, we need to be happy as Muslims. I want to ask you a question, therefore. How do you express your happiness? Your moment of happiness, how do you express it? Even your moment of sadness, how do you express it? That is the greatest thing about us as Muslims. The Prophet sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa sallam says, Ajaban li amril mu'min. Fa'inna amruhum kulluhum lahul khair. Amazing is the affairs of a believer. For whatever happens to a believer, there is goodness in it. At the end of it all, he is happy. He finds goodness. When he's good with us, we know how to express ourselves through our worship of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, through our celebration of Him, through our obedience to Him. And when He's not good with us, the same thing, we know how to express ourselves through the worship of Allah, through our celebration of Him, and through our obedience of Him, and by following the example of the Holy Prophet Muhammad sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa sallam. So my dear brothers and sisters, without wasting much time, I want to welcome you to the Nasheed corner of the House of Dua. We might be coming to you once in 2 weeks with 1 or 2 nasheeds that will enlighten your heart, that will uplift you, that will make you happy, take you out of depression, that will make you reflect, that will make you satisfied with the position you find yourself in life, and that will make you hopeful about the Akhirah. This is what we are bringing to you from this corner. So I encourage you to stay with us. It will not last for more than 10 minutes in every presentation. I can assure you that. But let's try as much as possible to find happiness for ourselves. For today, we are coming with the master key of Nasheed for happiness that takes care of your life in good and in bad, that gives you direction in every situation. And that nasheed is titled, Allah is my Lord. Allahu Akbar Kabir. Let's go. Allahu Allah, Allahu Allah, Allahu Allah, Allahu Allah, Allahu Allah, Allahu Allah, Allahu 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 Allah. My dear brothers and sisters, the life we live in is a life in which there is inequality. Some are doing well, some are not. Some are in front, others are below. What position are you occupying? Don't worry about it. Whether some are ahead of you, you must remember that you are also ahead of others. Those who are behind you and those who are ahead of you, including you are going to the same destination. What destination is that? To meet Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That's the journey of life. We are all moving towards where Allah is. We are going to be answerable to Him. So don't worry about it. It's not over yet. Allahu Allah. 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 Huwa Ar-Rahman. Huwa Ar-Rahim. Huwa Al-Aziz. Huwa Al-Ghafar. Allahu Allah. Allahu Allah. Allahu Allah. Allahu Allah. You have just lost a loved one. Is it your mother, or your father, or your wife, or your child, or your brother, or your sister? Are you depressed? No, don't be depressed. Allah is there for you. With Allah, you have no reason to be depressed. Allahu Allah. Allahu Allah. Allahu Allah. Allahu Allah. Allah is my Lord. Allah is my hope. Allah is my guide. Allah is my love. Allahu Allah. Allahu Allah. Allahu Allah. Allahu Allah. My dear brothers and sisters, how is your marriage working out? Not too good? Don't worry about it. It's not over yet. There's always room for greater future. For the believer, there's no reason to lose hope. You know why? We only need a little portion in this life, but our greater portion is in the akhirah. Allahu Allah, 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 Allahu Allah. Allah is my life. Allah is my death. Allah is my grace. Allah is my hope. Allahu Allah. 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 Somebody piss you off, my dear brothers and sisters in Islam? Does he say he is your enemy? Has he taken your own portion and that upsets you? Or your children are not doing well? Is that your problem? What is causing you an anger? No, you have no reason to be angry. For if Allah is beside you, you are a winner at all times. Do you know what the Prophet said? It was a difficult time for him. The people of Makkah were abusing him. They were not ready to accept the message. They were insulting him. So he stepped out to the next city known as Taif to go and look for help, to ask for their support. Instead of giving him support, they give him mistreatment. They beat him up. They blooded him. He was bleeding. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala was upset. He sent 2 angels to Muhammad sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa sallam, asking Muhammad sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa sallam, whatever you want the angels to do, they will do. If you want them to crush the two mountains surrounding the city of Taif, they will do as a punishment for the people. Just tell the angels what you want. Muhammad sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa sallam, Abdul Khaliq wa Karam Rusul. Instead of being angry, instead of asking Allah to destroy them, he told Allah, Ya Allah, no, don't worry about it. If you are not mad at me, I'm not bothered. They could mistreat me, they could do whatever they want to do. But they did so because La Ya'lamun, they didn't know what they were doing. If the generation of today don't listen to me, the future generation surely will listen to your message. Allahu Allah, Allahu Allah, Allahu Allah, Allahu Allah, Allahu Ar-Rahman, Allahu Ar-Rahim, Allahu Al-Aziz, Allahu Al-Jabbar, Allahu Allah, Allahu Allah, Allahu Allah, Allahu Allah. My dear brothers and sisters, whatever part of the world you live is not good with you over there, I know you are not alone. Many countries are struggling. There's evil in the society we live. There's deprivation. There's corruption. Those who are rich, they don't want it to fall down to you. They don't want you to have a share. It's possible, that's the reason. Don't worry about it. But when Allah is sharing, He will not neglect you. Because He is the one that is in control of everything. If you don't have enough here, you will have more than enough when you meet Allah on the day of accountability. Allahu Allah, Allahu Allah, Allahu Allahu, Allahu Allah, Allahu Allah, Allahu Allah, Allahu Allah, Allahu Allah. Allah is my strength. Allah is my hope. Allah is my guide. Allah is my life. Allahu Allah, Allahu Allah, Allahu Allahu, Allahu Allah. My dear brothers and sisters, everything is okay with you? You have enough money, you have enough to take care of yourself, and your children are doing well, and your business is doing well. You have a right to be happy. Remember, what you have is not by your power. It's granted to you by Allah. Don't allow yourself to be taken away from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala just because you have gotten it made. Not only should you be grateful to Allah, try and share a little portion of what you have with those who do not have like you. By so doing, you will earn the mercy of Allah. By so doing, you will also be among those whose light will shine on the day of accountability. Allahu Allah, Allahu Allah, Allahu Allahu, Allahu Allah, Allahu Ar-Rahman, Allahu Ar-Rahim, Allahu Ar-Razzaq, Allahu Allah, Allahu Allah, Allahu Allah, Allahu Allah, Allahu Allah. My dear brothers and sisters, we're going to stop it there today, but I want you to be with us every Sunday. We shall be sending out these videos to you. We want you to enjoy them and share them with your colleagues and your friends and your well-wishers, wherever they may be in any part of the world. Let us try as much as possible to be happy. Let us have the spirit that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is always with us. I'm really going to assure you that from now on, your spirit is going to be uplifted. You're going to enjoy what we are going to be bringing to you. But what we have provided you now, continue to use it to uplift yourself. Forget about the travails of life. Be hopeful that the one who is over there has not neglected you. He is your Lord, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. His name is precious. We have to preserve it. We have to sustain it. We have to believe in Him. We have to be hopeful that He will not allow us to suffer in this world and in the Akhirah. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. Allahu Allah, Allahu Allah, Allahu Allahu, Allahu Allah, Allahu Allah, Allahu Allah, Allahu Allah, Allahu Allah. Allah is my strength, Allah is my hope, Allah is my joy, Allah is my guide, Allah is my death, Allah is my life, Allah is my here, Allah is my there. Allahu Allah, Allahu Allah, Allahu Allahu, Allahu Allah. Allah is my today, Allah is my tomorrow, Allah is my forever. Allahu Allah, Allahu Allahu, Allahu Allah, Allahu Allahu, Allahu Allah. May Allah accept from us. May Allah forgive our sins. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala ali Muhammad. Kama sallaita ala Ibrahim wa ala ali Ibrahim. Innaka hamidun majid. Allahumma barik ala Muhammadin wa ala ali Muhammad. Kama barakta ala Ibrahim wa ala ali Ibrahim. Innaka hamidun majid. Subhana rabbika rabbil izzati amma yasifun. Wassalamu ala al-mursalin. Walhamdulillahi rabbil alamin. Allahumma amin.